All right. So, welcome back to the Shooting the Shit series, episode 6 this time.
Oh, making waves.
Yeah, month and a half now. Yeah, it's been going pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so, hey? Because every week.
Every week. Yeah, no, really good.
Crazy.
But, have a pretty exciting topic today. I'm sure most of you saw the video that went up earlier this week.
That's right. Legendary.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. Definitely one of the most crazy things I've worked on.
Yeah.
Like, just so out there.
It was epic.
Especially for Canada. I don't think I've seen anything else.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, especially in the winter and in Alberta. Like, no way.
Yeah, it's hype.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah, obviously the ski video going up to Sunshine with the Aventador.
Yeah, and pulling Max.
Yeah,
so we're kind of just going to chat about everything about behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What went down, what kind of went into it.
All the different elements of it.
There's a lot of like random pieces and moving pieces and some funny things that went down.
Lots of organizing.
Yeah. To say the least.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I think a lot of people didn't think that we were going to execute it.
Yeah, it turned out well. Like, I know whenever I told people what we were working on, they're like, what? Like, what do you mean you're going to do that? So,
yeah,
that's the plan.
It worked out. It worked out sweet.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, epic video. Epic is kind of like an understatement. When we searched up not John Olsen, but Lamborghini skiing, we pulled up to the top, but we were contenders with the big dogs, Stradman, John Olsen, and Shmee.
Yeah.
So
pretty crazy.
In all fairness, considering that it's a premature page versus they've been at the game for 1,400 videos, which is a significant amount. So
exactly. But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting seeing from our perspective too, because obviously we see, like, you guys see 6 minutes, and we see the
2 days,
the two full days,
plus everything else,
plus the organizing and like the planning and just
Yeah,
it was a lot of work, but it paid off. It was
fun though.
Oh yeah,
it was.
Don't get me wrong. Fun. It was crazy. It was very fun.
It was a lot of fun. But it all kind of started off where, like, I wanted to make a better version of Stradman's video when he had Houston pulled the guy with the Bugatti.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, with all due respect, Utah isn't no Rocky Mountains, so I was like, well, let's make it better.
Yeah.
And go from there.
It's no Banff. It's like that was all filmed in like Banff National Park. Like, it's like world renowned.
It's literally. Banff is considered one of the world wonders.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's where it was filmed. Like
which is pretty crazy. So then it was just kind of like putting it all together, and when I bought my car, I told Max that this was the idea and plan. So it took a few months before we actually implemented it.
Yeah, and Max is the sales guy.
Yeah,
right?
The guy who sold me the car.
Yeah.
But we're like close friends now, so it's fun.
Yeah.
But it was like, this was kind of the vision, pull Max, and then we kind of just made like a storyline. Then obviously Lachlan and Brad, we all kind of like tipped in and pitched into the idea of making it a reality. But there was a lot of like, it was funny. It's like, how are we gonna tow this guy with, like, what are we gonna use?
Yeah.
So we ended up using like sea sucker clamps that you can actually connect a ski box to. They're sick because you like suction them down and they're good to like 150 miles an hour.
Yep.
So that's what we used for the one part of the video to get the skis up there. And then we actually connected the rope to the actual bar itself.
Right.
And you provided the
wake surf
rope.
Yeah.
Which actually worked out really well because it's thicker and actually like looks like
and like there's more for him to hold on to.
Yeah, and the handle, so it worked out way better. And the distance of that rope was just enough to get enough angle for the camera.
Yeah, because we had a wakeboard rope too, but that's like 8 feet or like 10 feet long or something like that. So it just wouldn't have been.
It would have been way longer.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well. And then we're like, hey, we need to find a set of skis. I'm not burning my skis. Max wasn't gonna burn his. Brad wasn't. So it's like, hey, what do we do? So I reached out to a couple companies to see if we could get like a sponsorship. No one replied, thinking I was probably crazy. So then we ended up going the Hood way. We went on good old Kijiji.
Yeah.
And found the pair that had adjustable bindings, and I sent Brad to go in for the mission.
Yeah.
Straight, like, must have been a robbery. Oh my. some like old skis, but they're absolutely hilarious. And really, we just needed them to kind of fit the scene. Like Max was like portrayed as like a ski bum.
Yeah.
So we needed like more like ghetto skis, I guess. It worked out better.
Yeah, for sure.
And then so we got a distraction. We got Ivy just floating around.
Ivy's just hanging out.
Yeah, we don't know what she's doing. But that was like another big thing. It's like, what are we going to use for skis and how we're going to do it? So
yeah.
We got those two down, and then at the end of the day, it was like, now how do we piece together the sunshine?
Yeah, for sure. So just sort of mixing the two, because we obviously had it was the Saturday that we drove with the Durangos with the two rental cars.
Yeah.
So that was the other aspect of it too that you wanted to.
Yeah. So like, at first I wanted to do like kind of like a march with just other cars, but then I thought about it, take away from being centralized, focused on Stitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so now why? So let's make it look more like a presidential look. So we did, and I was used the Durangos, and we kind of decked with them, and P2 Graphene sponsored it as well. So it kind of worked out really well. But there was a lot of like pieces that had to come together, like getting the same car,
finding the same SUV in the same color, very challenging.
Yeah, and like getting it through Enterprise and like lining it up with the day and renting it, blah blah blah. So that was a piece, and then obviously coordinating with Sunshine, getting Sunshine on board, so that we could like A, show up when we showed up, and B, have the exclusive parking at the front. Otherwise, it would have like not worked with the video flow.
Yeah,
for sure. Just park wherever.
Yeah.
So there was a lot, and then combining those two together, going to the airport and kind of like running that scene very fast. But it was a lot of like pieces moving in and out. It turned out really well because like you kind of have to like wing it. You can only plan so much.
Yeah, for sure. Like the morning of on Saturday was pretty stressful because like some pieces didn't quite line up.
Yeah, I was not. I was grumpy.
Yeah,
I was grumpy. I was getting super mad because like we went over the plan and it didn't really execute the way I wanted to, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then my car, then we went to the Petro, and it just wasn't exactly the way that I planned it. Like the timing worked out better in the long run.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be there at a certain point, but it actually worked out better that we didn't.
Yeah, because you guys pulled in right when they were closing the gate, right?
No, they already closed it.
Oh, they already closed it.
Yeah, so when we pulled in, there was like 8-9 cars getting turned away.
Yeah.
And then it was nice though, because then that gave our drive up to Sunshine a clear path.
Yeah, because in the video you see like the beautiful mountain shots and stuff like that. That was just like two GoPros on either end of the Durangos. Yeah, like the back and the front, and then like looking at Stitch. So that turned out sweet. Like that's a sweet clip.
Yeah, it looked sick. Right, so it was a lot of moving pieces, and then even like the drive up to Sunshine, trying to coordinate
like on the highway. Like, oh my goodness. And Owen's truck's tires were almost bald, so that was pretty interesting too.
it just snowed the night before.
Oh my god, ridiculous.
That's epic. You know what I mean? And then like the windshield wiper nozzles on the Aventador were acting hilarious.
Yeah.
So like the windshield got dirty and I couldn't clean it, so I couldn't see. I was talking on walkie-talkie with Devin, and I was like, dude, like we need to give the walkie-talkie to Brad, because they got to go ahead. Oh man, it was absolutely hilarious. Like I had to stop in the gas station, Dead Man's Flash, to squeegee my window because I couldn't see anything. Right? We had to do a walkie-talkie move.
Yeah.
Where Brad had hung out the window, and Brad's like, "Oh, make sure you get on camera." I'm like, "Man, I can't even see like 20 feet in front of me, yet alone you guys hanging out of the car."
Yeah,
it was hilarious,
crazy. Yeah, and then we like raced ahead to get to Sunshine before you guys got there.
Yeah, so you guys need to like prep.
Yeah, because I needed to like get the tripod all set up. I was actually standing on the balcony of, what is that? Is that a restaurant or like one of the like the
base lodge? It's a base lodge, I think it is. Because there's like a diner in the bottom, and then upstairs it's like a lounge area.
Yeah.
It really used to change, but now they don't let people in there.
Yeah, exactly. So like I was hanging out there, so I'm like right above the gondola line, like where it's all lined up.
Yeah.
And I'm like setting up this giant camera, this like long lens, and guys are like looking at me like, what is going on? Like there's this like sort of weird buzz. Like some people knew like like the staff knew that there was a Lambo coming. So like one of the guys was like, "Oh, are you?" Like he was like, "Oh, do you know that there's a Lambo coming?" I was like, "Yeah, like that's why I'm here." And then like all the other guys were like, oh, "What's this guy doing?" Like there's just this weird vibe because some people knew and some people didn't.
Yeah, they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, and then when I just saw you like break the horizon with the Durangos, I was like, "Oh my god, this looks insane!" Like I was losing it. It was so cool.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah,
hilarious. Brad got a different point of view.
Yeah,
you guys got
very different.
Like the whole time, you guys got a different point of view.
Yeah,
and like getting to see like everyone's reactions versus like in the car, you can't see, you can't really see anything.
That was the best part. Even on the highway when we were going up, like first of all, I'm sticking out of the side of a truck with this gimbal that looks like a gun or something like that. It looks crazy. And then, we're passing cars or whatever, and they're looking at me with, like, having no idea what's going on. Then they look in their mirror and see a Lamborghini, and they're like, what?
Yeah,
like,
with skis on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, very different point of view, for sure. And, like, just once you were more visible and coming towards the front, the people in the gondola line are starting to look, and there's just, like, some people didn't know what to say. Some people were, like, talking smack. I don't know why, but...
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of... different point of views for sure.
Yeah, some people are just loving it. Like, yeah, like
you get a little bit of everything.
Out of the general public, there's like the three categories. There's like some that don't care, that barely noticed, some that talk smack for some reason, or just get like upset about it for some reason. Then there's some that love it.
Yeah,
and those are the fun people. So they're like talking to you and like pulling their phones out, taking pictures for their kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean all the staff were eating it up and stuff like that. So that was cool and like. I mean, it was an experience on my end because like when you roll into Sunshine with a lineup of X amount of people, it was so long.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I get parked right at the front, so like I'm driving and I'm rolling in. Like it was a very, very what's it called? Cool experience.
Yeah.
Very different.
For sure.
There's no way to explain it. Like with all that people, like you feel like you definitely feel like you're a celebrity at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and then even the skiing, was. I had a great time skiing too. I didn't participate in none of the video clips because I wasn't calibrated enough. Like I'm a good skier, don't get me wrong. Like Brad seen me ski, like I can hold it down. But like I'm not going through any mad trees or launching off jumps like Devin hit. No thanks. I like my legs. I had to drive the car home.
Yeah, that's true. Just trying to get into that thing.
But you guys had an interesting little go with when you guys dipped out because you guys went first.
Yeah.
And then we followed behind on the gondola, and then when you guys actually went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had some interesting stuff pop with Owen and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's very challenging, especially if you haven't done it before. It's very hard to ski with a camera. It's very hard to, because like especially if you're watching, trying to see like okay what's in the little screen, and you're trying to like
and you're
trying to ski at the same time. It's like that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was challenging. I've skied with a camera quite a bit, so I ended up taking it for the second half. And then just followed Devin. That's why it's mostly just videos of Devin skiing.
Yeah, that's right. It was supposed to be like both of you guys.
It was supposed to be both of us, but whatever. It was fun, and Devin.
Owen biffed it at the start.
He did. He saved the camera though.
Yeah, like the beer style.
Yeah, we were following, and you just keep it up.
He knows the guy. Yeah, we're screwed if I break it.
Yeah, and then like my first run holding the camera, of course I have like the big gloves on, right? Yeah. So I didn't click the button to stop recording hard enough.
Yeah.
And then in the teaser,
right when you guys hit the park.
Yeah, right when we hit the park, and we're standing at the top, and Devin and I are just like chatting or whatever, and the camera's still rolling, and this guy in a safety vest, like he was wearing a reflective safety vest.
In my opinion, that's a very cocky move.
Yeah, like all attention was on him, and then he goes on the first box and
just legs split. Oh, nuts down.
Like
he gets up like he was just another dude.
He shook it off well. Like he was a trooper. But yeah, I was joking with Devin. I was like, oh, too bad the camera wasn't going. I looked down. I was like, oh my god, the camera is still going.
Yeah, and you can in the teaser. You can
in the video.
You can literally hear Brad go, yo, I think I got it on camera. So we're gonna actually do like a bloopers video of it.
There's a lot of footage. I was, it made sense to me when it was only 6 minutes because, like, for example, on the highway, I probably have like 15, 30 clips of about the same thing, but I just took that many
just to
make sure that I had the right stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it made it seem like there was a lot more clips, and then I thought about it. I was like, okay, no, there's actually not that many different scenes, if you will. Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah, for what it's worth, there's a lot of video that we can pull on in the future and
make some fun stuff.
Like, Max was hilarious on Sunday, so
yeah, we had a huge hiccup. I sent Brad the night before because I was really relying on Sun trying to get us skis, and they're like, yeah, we can, and I was like, okay. So then I had pin it on Saturday. So then I sent Brad to get these adjustable skis, and Brad goes, yeah, we're good. Like, they fit my boots, they're adjustable. We're okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Sunday we drive up to the spot, get there.
Yeah, we get there,
and Max dude, don't clip it, and then we're
a fraction of an inch.
So how do we adjust this? And we probably spent a solid 25 minutes
at least,
figuring it out. And luckily the kid came clutch again. We had the Lamborghini screwdriver that was long enough to fit the clip to move the boot. Otherwise we were screwed.
So funny. Yeah, the Lamborghini toolkit in the trunk.
We were literally screwed.
Literally.
And I'm pretty sure it was that was hilarious. And then we ended up getting it, but yeah, that would have ended the day so poorly.
Yeah, that would have sucked because what happened after that was just so
funny.
So funny, just the craziest thing.
Yeah, pulling Max behind the skis, and at first I thought Max was just gonna ride straight back. I didn't think he was gonna do no you know what I mean? He's wakeboarding or wakes.
It's going side to side.
Just disappears on my rear view. And I was where the hell did he go? And he's going from left and right. I'm just as if it was just another day. It was so funny. And then he goes, "Yo, I need to roll a doobie for my own clip for the boys back home." And he was hilarious.
Yeah,
he had a good time, but apparently it was really hard on the legs.
Yeah,
which I don't doubt.
Because in the video you can see how far he's leaning back.
Yeah,
because there's so much friction, right? When you look at the ski. I pointed there because they're over there. But you're
let's just move the camera real quick.
Yeah, but when you look at the skis, they're completely chewed up, as you see in the tail end of the video.
Yeah.
So there's so much friction being on the road that Max had to lean so far back and stuff.
When you hit the snow part, it was a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But there was very select areas where there was snow. But
because it was a gravel road that was covered in snow in some parts, but where we started had less snow than where we the midpoint or where we turned around.
Yeah.
So
it was actually a clutch spot. So I actually went fishing out there.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and it was big enough and wide enough to get enough cars.
So it was probably the equivalent of 4 lanes wide, but it's just a gravel access road. So there was a decent amount, probably 24 cars that drove by and then
and then back to see what's popping.
They're so confused.
They're probably losing their biscuit.
Oh, I'm sure. There's it looks so different. Skis on the Aventador was one thing. I was actually shocked when that guy spotted you on Stony on our way out.
The guy we met at the car wash.
Yeah, the guy we met at the car wash, and he reposted it.
Yeah.
It looks sick. The side profile with the skis.
It's hype.
Because he was in a lower car, so it looks more low. The profile looked so sick. And then, of course, when you put the clamp on the top with a rope hanging out the back, it looks even crazier.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, yeah, it was. And the car is so low, too, so Max is, fairly tall, but he looks so tall because he's, looks right over the Lambo because it sits so low.
Yeah,
right? So, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
It was epic. Absolutely epic, but a lot of moving pieces. But it got clipped, it got done.
Yep.
But yeah, it was
definitely worth it too. That's so unique.
The video itself.
Yeah, the video itself is
so. And the storyline too. We didn't just piece it together, just pull Max behind skis. It was a full storyline.
Exactly, and Max was planted there. Max isn't actually a hitchhiker, so I guess that end of it was scripted, but like all the conversation was just like rolling off the tongue.
Yeah, it was just all, there was no like.
And like the one scene where you're holding the rope, you were genuinely like laughing so hard, and it looks like that.
Well, yeah, because it was hilarious. Because I was saying,
so
because I literally said that he took out the part, but I literally said, "Oh, we were just in Kelowna."
You said we're just hitting the waves. That's what you
the
said.
waves in Kelowna. Yeah, I got some rope for you.
Yeah, in February. Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Well, I don't know. I just kind of rolled off. What else was I gonna do with that kind of rope in the hood? You know, we had to play it off.
But
yeah, it was so funny.
So funny.
It's
being pretty well received so far.
So far, yeah. I mean, how could you not? I think it's one of the sickest video. Well, it's the sickest video we've ever done.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
and probably the sickest video I've seen come out of, my opinion, out of Canada in terms of
this style.
Yeah, like cinematic
wise, with a little bit of vlog, like a little bit of talking. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it wasn't all montage, which we could have done, but Lachlan's gonna have that for his channel,
for Lachlan's channel.
Yeah. So if you go check out Raceline Media's channel, he'll have a montage version of the clip essentially. So it'll be probably a little bit shorter.
Yep.
And he might even add like different pieces,
different clips. Yeah, because like for the storyline to fit, we kind of had to
like piece it together.
Yeah, like mess with the sequence, I guess, or like when stuff actually happened versus what to make it look like in the video kind of thing.
Yeah. Versus with him, it'll be
different. Exactly, which we had to do for it to make sense. If we say, oh yeah, we're pulling Max to the ski hill, and then we never see Max again, it's like, oh, okay, we just left him there.
Yeah, where'd he go? Yeah, how do you get back? So it had to be transitioned pretty well, and yeah, it was super cool. I had a great time. I actually want to go skiing again this weekend, but it was and the conditions were awesome too. Like it just snowed. It's like the snow at Sunshine was actually really
and that made it good because the car was filthy when you pulled up.
Yeah, because if I showed up clean, it would have made it seem really suspect.
Yeah, for sure.
But being the fact that it did snow and get really sloppy, it worked out really well. And like I said, the snow at Sunshine itself was really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I would ski separately from the guys.
Yeah.
And I had a great time.
Yeah.
I don't think I biffed it all that day actually. But I was tapped.
Yeah, I was tired.
By the end of the day.
we got there at what, like 10:30?
Yeah. But we hit the hill.
we
were up by like 11ish.
Yeah.
Remember that one guy?
Yeah.
That's a Lambo Stitch guy.
Like, how'd you get up here so fast?
Yeah, how'd you get up here so quick? Dude, I'm Houdini, bro. I just hiked the hill.
Oh my god.
I hiked the ski out. Dude, I made it up so quick, jeez. But yeah, that was cool. That's like a good way of like showing people now what we're capable of.
Yeah.
And the kind of ideas and like that we actually implement. So I'm hoping that
like just the resources we pulled for that. Like we had like 8 different cameras going on, and like it just between GoPros and stuff on gimbals and stuff, so I was just holding and Owen stuff and Lachlan stuff. Like drones. Yeah. It was just. It was crazy. Like it was a pretty unreal experience to say the least.
Yeah, it was funny. It was wicked. So it's good to like show people like this is what we're gonna do. Like we have lots of other videos that we're planning, like with mountain bikes and we're gonna do some side by side stuff. Hopefully, when I get a truck, there's a lot of stuff that are planning to come that are
and like seasonal stuff too.
Exactly.
Like, obviously, we're not. Like next winter, we'll think of something different. We're not just gonna go skiing again.
Yeah, maybe like snow tobogganing or doing something like a snowmobile.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Or whatever.
But yeah, like definitely making it seasonal and do something with the lake this summer too in Kelowna.
Yeah,
that'll be. There's lots of ideas that keep percolating, and I know when we talk to some of our business partners like Josh and things like that, they're so excited. They're like, yeah, this is sweet. This is like, it's such, from a business perspective, you can't get much crazier marketing than that, because it's just it's not as unnatural as some marketing, but it has a very similar effect because we're real. We're not actors. Like
it's not like fully scripted. Like it was on our own too. It's not like the business was like, yo, here's the script, here's the scenes that we want. It's like we just kind of hit it.
We just went with it and then pitched P2 the idea. They were on board and
on we go.
On we went, and like little modifications along the way, and it's all good. But it just started with the idea and then turned out to this. But it was sweet.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that, once summer hits and we get more cars out there, that we can get more partners on board, and we can have multiple aspects than just one company or two businesses supporting the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then we can tap into more resources. We can have a lot more fun. We can do crazier stuff.
Yeah.
There's
for sure.
There's the limits are endless if there's a will.
Yep.
So
for sure. And there's 2 new cars that you guys haven't seen yet that'll make some appearances in the summer.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 cars that are getting some heavy modifications.
Yeah.
Visual modifications.
Yeah.
And then one of them's getting pretty wild auditory modification. Where sound.
Oh yeah, there'll be That's that'll be like a 1 of 1. That's gonna be cool.
So yeah, point is there's a lot of stuff coming, and when you pair it with like these kind of ridiculous ideas, it makes for pretty crazy content and pretty crazy stuff. Like
100%.
Yeah, like we could have done that with, I don't know, I guess anybody could have done that with any car, but would it have the same effect as an Aventador? No.
Probably not. No.
Definitely not. Like just the visual, even people driving up that, like, maybe they're not really in tune with social media or YouTube or anything like that, but they're probably still talking about that. Oh, remember when that Lamborghini with skis passed us on the highway? Like, what the hell was that about?
What? Yeah, totally. It really changes the dynamic.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's such, people don't do that with these kind of cars. People don't drive them, let alone take them to the ski
hill or pull somebody.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
But epic.
Pretty cool.
That's really all. It's cool to see it all come together.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like from our perspective, it's so different too, because again, you see the 6 minutes, and we see the weeks that went into it, and like just the funny things along the way, because it was fun.
There's a lot of like comments and
lots of good memories too.
Laughs.
Like 100%.
It's a lot of fun. And that's a cool part with this. Like a lot of people go into this kind of stuff because they want to like make a name or make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And making money and having a name is important to me, but it's not the end all be all.
No.
Right? So I think all this is more of like, we're just having a good time. We're putting a bunch of people together, just having fun with it. If it goes somewhere, but like I'm not like mad.
Exactly. Like we're getting a solid group of people and getting to do stuff that, we've always wanted to do, or we've always thought was sick, and now we're doing it. So
exactly, and no one else has. So like, it's super cool. Yeah. And that's kind of the whole idea behind even the channel. Like we've already talked about it. It's more just about having fun and displaying everything and showcasing it all.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's going to be very evident as the videos progress and as they keep going. Like, I'm not saying every video is going to be as epic as this one.
Yeah.
But there's definitely going to be
they're probably saying that within the year there'll probably be like 5, 6.
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
5, 6 like cool, like well done cinematic
stuff, and even the vlogs. Like we're getting better and better with our camera skills and our editing skills.
That's right.
So it's it's just on the up. So it's pretty good. It's exciting. It's lots of fun.
It is.
Yeah,
it's a good time,
for sure. All right. Well, we'll. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Right on. See you guys.